Yes, we want to talk about XAVI right now, the U-turn, the reason why this guy is making a U-turn. So I'm welcoming Mark all the way from Canada. He's a Barcelona fan. I want to know exactly, is it a right decision or a wrong decision? Please smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, let's do this. If you're watching for the first time, we're talking about this man, XAVI. All right, Mark, this guy's just making a U-turn, like a Yanokwaja U-turn. What is going on? Why changing all of a sudden, Mark? Talk to me.
Okay. Welcome everybody to our show today. We are going to talk about this XAVI U-turn because he said earlier in the season when Barcelona lost the game against Villarreal that he was leaving, but all of a sudden he made a U-turn and now he's going to be the coach of Barcelona next season. So it is important to understand why XAVI made that decision and why he has changed it. So a man is allowed to change his mind, first and foremost. Secondly, XAVI is a club man. He's a Barcelona player, true and true. He was born in the place. He comes from there. He played all his career there until, I think, 2016, when he now left for Qatar. He went to Al Sadd to become a manager. And because he was doing well, Barcelona decided to bring him back because they want a coach who knows the club through and through. So they brought him back and he has been there ever since. Now, the thing about it is that this decision, this U-turn, has to do with money. When Barcelona signed XAVI, they didn't give him a long-term contract. The contract was, I think, was for 3 years. So last season, he was a league winner. This season has not gone so well. He still has one more season. XAVI said when Barcelona played against Villarreal and they lost 3-5 at home, he said that he is going to leave and he's going to make it easy for the club. He's not going to ask for any money for the last year of his contract so that Barcelona, in their financial brouhaha, can look for enough money, sell enough players so that they can now sign whoever they want to and the team will progress. He said that he's a club man true and true. His foremost wish is to see Barcelona do well, and that is above his own personal gains. But after he made that decision and he made the announcement, Laporta, the president, came out and said that because that decision came from XAVI, he has accepted it. And then they went about Europe looking for coaches. They looked at several coaches, Hansi Flick. They looked at Roberto De Zerbi. They looked at Mikel Arteta, several other coaches, and they decided that the best way to go is to retain the man who has said he is going. Because they also looked at the youth team, and we have a Rafael Marquez there, who is also he was a Barcelona player for 7 years, and is an experienced captain for the Mexican national team. He's one of the few people who had played at the World Cup for 5 times. So, but they felt that Rafael Marquez is not ripe enough. Hansi Flick does not know anything about the Spanish league because his career was entirely in Germany. Roberto De Zerbi has not managed a big club. So coming from Brighton to Barcelona, the occasion and the task involved might overwhelm him. So it's better to keep the man they have. So they started begging him. Allow me to use the word begging. They started pleading with him. Wow. They started telling him, see, this is the benefits why you should stay. We know that the results are not going your way, but we still want you, we will support you. And he told them, the first thing is that I want this team to improve. I know there is no money, but you have to sign the players that I need, especially a pivot who will play the Sergio Busquets role. And the man that he loved the most was Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad. Now, Martin Zubimendi has a buyout clause of 60 million euros. Barcelona does not have that money. And Real Sociedad have said they will not negotiate. Anybody that wants to take Martin will pay that buyout clause. So Barcelona couldn't sign him. They looked at other options. They didn't work out. So they settled with Oriol Romeu, who was a Barcelona player before, youth teamer, and he went away to Chelsea, to Southampton, and he was back in Girona. So it was easy to talk to Girona because Girona is also in Spain, and he moved across the city and he came to Barcelona. At first, he was doing excellently well. The people liked him. but the occasion overwhelmed him, and he wasn't doing well again. So Barcelona went back to needing another 4. So many problems have happened this season that led to that defeat to Villarreal. Lewandowski is the shadow of himself. He did well in his first season. He was the Pichichi winner, but this season he has had injuries and he's not the man he used to be. I can forgive him because this year he's going to be 36 years old. And you know, in football, when you are 36 and you're a striker, it means something.
It's something.
Yeah. Even Lionel Messi and Ronaldo at 36, they won't be the same men they used to be when they were like 24, 25 in their prime. So that is that. Then the supporting cast that was bought for Lewandowski, Torres, he just came back from injury. Lamine Yamal, his only crime is that he's too young. He's just learning.
Absolutely.
He's just 16 years old. He came into the team when he was 15, you know, and he didn't. So he still has a long way to go and a lot to learn. Then we have Rafinha. Up till now, he was topsy-turvy. He will do well. He will run around, then he will, go up the radar. So he wasn't really doing perfectly well. And then we also have Joao Felix, who is also immensely gifted, but he's drifting in and out of games. He will play well and he won't play well. He will play well this time and he will play well the next game. So they decided to bench him. There's another person, Vitor Roque, that 18-year-old Brazilian who was brought in January. He is still learning. He's just coming fresh from Brazil. He has not been anywhere else. So this half season is a learning curve for him. So we don't expect anything from him. And he has not really played much. So next season, they are thinking of sending him on loan. But next season, if he stays, we will see the metal that he's made of. So that is the position. So Barcelona were able to convince Xavi that if you leave, we don't have a capable replacement for you. And if you are truly a club man, you will stay and do the needful until such a time when we can get the signings we want for you. Or if you still leave, then we will have enough money to sign a capable manager befitting of the Barcelona status.
All right. What in the next coming season do you think signing players for Barcelona will be easy, or where are you going to be looking at? Barcelona will be, signing players because of
so signing players for Barcelona has never been easy since the scandal that rocked the club that shows that the Barcelona doesn't have money. So it's not going to be easy. The first problem we have is that all our players, despite the results, they don't want to leave. Lewandowski has offers from Saudi Arabia. He just said yesterday that he will want to stay, that he wants to see out his contract.
But where's the money?
He's earning well, so he knows that he will get better paid, even though he will get better paid in Saudi Arabia. But is the honor of playing for a top European team. Yeah, it also adds to his credentials, because once you go to Saudi Arabia, you are going down. Yeah. So, but he wants to remain in Europe and remain relevant. So that's what he doesn't want to live for. Torres, Rafinha, Joao Felix. Joao Felix doesn't want to go back to Atletico Madrid, and they don't want him either. But he comes at a lot. Yeah, there is no love lost between club and player. But Barcelona don't have money. If they had money, it would have been easy to come to a deal. But they want 70 million euros, and Barcelona simply don't have it. So now they are looking at a swap deal of players that Barcelona might like, and then they will do some kind of exchange, and everybody will be happy. Rafinha is another sellable asset, but he doesn't want to leave. He's telling the club that they've seen in the past couple of games that he has started scoring braces, back to back against PSG, and then also in the league. So that he is now coming to terms to become the kind of player Barcelona want him to be. So he doesn't want to leave. Lamine Yamal, there is a 200 million euro offer for him from supposedly PSG. For Barcelona, is like, this is the future. If we have to sell him because we don't have money, yes, we'll get the money, but we have sold a great gem. It's like you found a rare diamond in the rough, and then you decided to give it away for money. So they want to keep him. So you don't have money, your players don't want to leave, and yet you need to sell players to balance the books. So it's a really tough situation. But I'm sure that they are going to make the loans of Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo, they are going to make them permanent. And then likely they will sell one or two players. They won't sell really much, and then they will see how to balance the trade. But all the players that are unknown, Clement Lenglet, Sergio Dest, and the rest, they are Eric Garcia of Girona. They are likely to be sold.
All right. Before we close this one, I just want to ask this: is it a right decision or a wrong decision for Xavi?
My answer to that question is that only time will tell.
Only time
because
will tell.
there are some times in your life that you do something and you feel like this is not working, this is not going how I want it to be, and you are at that point where you almost want to give up, but you don't, and from then it's success. And there are some times you look back at a decision and I should have left when I said I wanted to leave. So nobody can say for sure. But one thing that I know will make this decision an unregrettable one is that Barcelona must learn to do things differently. Some players must go, and some players need to arrive so that the club will hit the right patch and they'll be able to conquer Europe again.
All right, Matt, I want to say thank you so much on this one. All right, bye for now. All right, people, smash the like on the video. This is how far we can go on this. Xavi saga is staying. His U-turn has been fantastic at the moment for all Barcelona fans. So, on the same time when we come back, be safe out there.